What's up, guys? My name is Splattercat, and welcome back to what I hope will be the final episode of our Rogue Legacy LP. Today we're going to make a run on the final boss. I've gotten a couple of practice runs in, you know how it goes. I've gotten a little bit of practice going, and so now we're going to see if we can just take him out with this first go. That's really what I would prefer to do. I did have to go off camera and spend that cash, but I'll talk about what I spent it on first and foremost. So, what all of that 15,000 we went into with the last go. We put about 3 levels into attack up. I put about 2 or 3 levels into health up, and then the rest into mana over here. Additionally, I unlocked the Lich class. Now, the Lich class is a little bit different than everything else in the game. They start out pretty weak, but as you kill mobs, they gain more and more HP and MP. Now, while that sounds amazing, it's alright. The caps on the amount of HP and MP you can get are pretty low, and that actually ends up to the detriment of the class. I think if you do a full clear with them, it should just be endless. Just as much HP and MP as you want to have. I mean, you're still going to hit the same either way. We've got an ultra speedy Hokage here, and I'm going to try and take on Johannes. I'm going to skip all of the dialogue because we already did that in the last episode, and let's cross our fingers and hope for the best here. I'm going to try and keep an eye on him. See if I can get him to go airborne, maybe. No. There we go. Come on, airborne. There we go. I always like to hit him when he's up in the air. That's just me personally. Because you can double hit like so. And it's everything all at once. So it's a really nice thing to do. Oh, that was not a nice thing to do, sir. And so he's almost down. We should be able to restore that lost health with a little bit of zazz and some luck from that chicken he's going to drop. And there it is. So we'll try and get some health back here. I'm not going to pick it all up at this first moment. I am going to see if we can get by. We'll see. This is a rough fight, so a lot of things can go wrong with the fountain. We'll see how it goes, though. We do have the teleport ability that the ninja has, which should be pretty useful as we go through. Hopefully this isn't too short. Oh, and he's going to start off with a swords up in the air type deal. Alright. And so now he's going to come at us. There's a swing right there. Ugh. So he is making a point of sticking with those swords, and we're already down to like no health. It's very unfortunate. I don't know if that one underground is going to hit me. Oh, rough start. Damn. Okay, we can do this today, guys. I'm going to give him one more attempt, and if I fail there, we'll see what happens. I think, of course, 2 Archmages, an Archmage and a Spelunker. Absolutely useless. Well, I suppose I'll go with a second Hokage. This one comes with irritable bowel syndrome, which at least means we get to laugh at the farting that's going to take place. The Hokage is my favorite one to attempt bosses with. Definitely because of the higher... Well, in my previous playthrough, though, my Hokage had like 300 health, but didn't hit quite as hard. So this time we're going with a little bit of a glass cannon build. I wanted to kill him in the first... I wanted to go on the first run because it would make me feel manly and also make me feel good about myself. But unfortunately, we're not going to have the option. Ooh, he almost got me there. That was a close one. Oh, he kicked off the wall. I didn't even know he could do that. I fought this guy dozens of times, and I've never seen him do that once. Yikes. Okay, so we gotta be careful about the wall kick in the future. And I want to kill him over here, if I can help it. There we go. And so now that he's dead over in this corner, you never want to kill him over on the other side, because if you kill him over on the right, he's going to drop all the chicken right next to the fountain, and then the whole thing is just a mess. Come on, do your animation thing. I want to kill you. I want to slash your face. Ooh, we're going into this one. We gotta basically kill this guy in 2 hits, roughly. I always feel sketchy about his collision. Yeah, and if he spams that, there's really nothing you can do about it. That's pretty much an I win button. If he sits there on the other side of the screen and just spams that over and over and over again, it depends on the distribution of the swords, but sometimes it doesn't leave a gap for you. Because it gave me another Hokage, I don't know. Let's try it with the Assassin. We'll give it a go with the Assassin. This is turning into a little bit of an embarrassing episode, but we'll try it again afterwards. Maybe we'll do a little loot run if this doesn't work out. Our HP feels low. Maybe I pumped a little too much into attack during the course of the whole thing. This character is going to have problems because he cannot cast the same spell twice. But we're not really going to be using spells anyways, so hopefully it's not even going to come into the equation. Let's see what we can do here. Oh no, he cast the spell in the opposite direction, that's what he does. Okay. That's not so terrible. I mean, it could be worse. There we go. So now he's down. The fountain is always the part that's a little sketchy, so... And it's a shame that I can't skip this animation. It's one of those things that makes the whole LP process a little rough. Especially when you've got a final boss who's so nasty. I mean, I'll probably annotate this to be like the kill is at this minute. So go for it. If you want to jump straight to the kill and not watch a bunch of just awful attempts. For this attack right here, my strategy is to just walk away as far as possible and then just sort of hope for the best. Because if you can double jump as late as possible while finishing that attack off, you'll end up in a pretty good spot. Okay, and so far, no side sword spam, which is good. I can deal with the ones that move vertically, but the horizontal ones are the real trouble, so long as he keeps being lovely about the whole thing, we should be able to just give them all together. Yeah, I was worried I wasn't going to make that one, so I went and I... I would really prefer not to get greedy here, because obviously greediness is going to make this whole thing a lot worse. I definitely don't want to eat one of those. There we go. Alright, we got him. So that's the end of the game. That's Rogue Legacy right there. And he says, period, period, period. You have defeated me, but at what price? I may have slain the king, but only after he betrayed his people. Ask yourself what justice has been met. In the end, we are all guilty for the same sin. Look to your forefathers, such is the cost for unquestioned loyalty. The sun. I had forgotten how it feels. And so Sir Maze has finished the job. Loverly. And so there's all the treasure we get when we go to enter into New Game Plus. It's about 13,000 treasure. Not so bad. And that's how it goes. It's going to allow us to look at our stats here. And it's also got a pretty cool ending sequence. You should definitely check it out. I don't think, yeah, it's going to show all of the animators. You know those pictures in the background, the portraits? They're all of the different people that actually help make the game. But anyways, my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the final episode of Rogue Legacy. I've had a blast with this game, I really have. It's been one of the coolest games I've played in a really, really long time. I apologize that our last few attempts were a little less than successful. I wish that they had gone a little bit better, but we live with the results, and that's kind of the problem of doing this whole thing live. I think it may have been because I was talking too much as well, but we got the fountain down. In the future, I may consider doing like a New Game Plus Plus or something like that, but for the time being, we're going to move on to bigger and better, well, not better things. We're going to move on to alternative things, not necessarily bigger or better, but hopefully equally as entertaining. So, with that said, thanks for joining me during the course of this entire thing. Be sure to keep an eye on Cellar Door Games. They've made a very cool title here, and I'm willing to bet everything in the future will be pretty cool as well. See you guys next time. Take care out there, everybody.